Hello. Today I am conducting a selection interview for Kelsey. She's interested in becoming a member of Alpha Phi Omega fraternity, and I, Lindsay Bowden, will be conducting her interview. So, Kelsey, this interview is going to be really informal. It's not a big deal at all. We just want to tell you a little bit about the fraternity. Woo. And thank you. Just tell you a little bit about the fraternity and get to know a little bit about things that you've done. Is that okay with you?
Yep.
Okay, great. So, first question I just wanted to ask you was, why do you want to join Alpha Phi? Oh, also, I might be writing some stuff down as you are answering questions.
Yeah.
Don't be alarmed by it. Nothing serious. Just writing the answers that you give.
Totally okay.
Great. So, why do you want to join Alpha Phi Omega?
I heard about Alpha Phi Omega through a friend.
Mm-hmm.
One of my roommates actually joined it a couple semesters ago, so I heard about the fraternity through her, and I heard a lot of good things about it. I'm very community service oriented. I've done a lot of community service all throughout high school. I've been doing it throughout college as well, and I just am a firm believer in giving back to the people that give so much to me. I mean, being in Athens, knowing it's also the poorest county in Ohio and one of the poorest regions in the country, it means a lot to be able to give back to these people that allow me to call Athens home and come to OU. So I want to give back to the community in that way, and also give back to my school. So there's just a lot of reasons I do want to join. I love working with kids and a lot of church groups too. So I think there's just going to be a lot of opportunities for me to be able to channel my love for service into actually taking action. So I think that's the main reason I want to join, and also just for the brotherhood too. I've heard a lot of good things from my friend about the brotherhood and just the sense of fellowship in the group, so I want to be a part of that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think there are so many opportunities to get involved in a lot of the ways that you have mentioned. There's definitely ways to get involved with kids, and I would say that I've met some of my really good friends through AFIO and have an opportunity to go to different events, so it's definitely, I think, going to be a good opportunity. So, what do you think you will bring as a new member to Alpha Phi Omega?
Well, I think I have a lot of passion, as I said, about service. Right now, actually, I'm on the executive board for Women's Ensemble.
Oh, great.
And my position is alumni relations and philanthropy. So I'm actually
cool.
I'm the philanthropic chair for Women's Ensemble, and we actually, our philanthropy is Water is Life, and it is an organization, nonprofit, dedicated to providing water security for underprivileged communities and underprivileged parts of the world. What it does is they essentially just provide these clean water straws you can drink out of, dirty water, and it'll come out filtered. They also have like booklets. They do a bunch of stuff, but it's a really great organization. So I think I have a lot of philanthropic experience to bring. I also volunteered with Special Olympics at home through my high school's community action program. And here I've also volunteered at the Monday lunch at First United Methodist Church. I love the people there, so hopefully I can get more service opportunities with that. And as far as, aside from the service, I just think I'm a really open-minded, friendly person. I'm an open book. I like trying new experiences. I like meeting new people, and what better way to do that rather than to join a fraternity where there is, as I said before, a sense of brotherhood. From what I hear, the organization's really large right now, so that gives a lot of opportunity to meet a lot of different people. And also, I mean, I like the leadership aspect too. Hopefully, I can hold an exec position at some point. I like being on executive board for Women's Ensemble, so I think being part of the executive board in Alpha Phi Omega eventually as well would really benefit me for the future, and also just give me some experience leading such a great organization with service and fellowship. So.
Awesome. Yeah, it sounds like you would bring a lot to the table as a new member, so that's really exciting to know that you've had so much experience and done so many things. that's really great in looking at you as a candidate for Alpha Phi Omega. So the next question is basically just what prior experience do you have with community service? I know you talked a little bit about like stuff you've done. Is there anything that you want to highlight more or discuss more that you're really proud of or anything like that?
I actually do work a lot with ATCO of Athens too, which is a wonderful, wonderful organization. It essentially is an organization for individuals with either physical or intellectual disabilities. And they put on different events for them. So sometimes we go to the movies. I go to bowling pretty much every week.
Mm-hmm.
They have dances. They have holiday parties. They have all kinds of stuff, all kinds of ways to get involved. And that kind of touches a special place in my heart. Actually, my goddaughter is on the low functioning end of the autistic spectrum, the autism spectrum. So it kind of, I have a personal connection with that, so I do like working in that type of environment as well. And as I said, I mean, I think too, with all the experience I've already had, and the fact that I just want to help the Athens community, as I said before too, and I want to open up to more experiences with that. A lot of the service I'm already involved in are very, I guess you could say, national organizations. Like we have Special Olympics, and then I talk about Water is Life. It's actually international. So I want to work on doing more locally based service projects, because we've already talked about how Athens is the poorest county in the state. So I just want the opportunity to expand on the service that I'm already doing, and hopefully get a more personal feel with Athens with the service. So
yeah, definitely. I definitely think that would be really great, because we do a lot of stuff with Athens community specifically, and actually ATCO is an AFIO event, so you'd be able to continue to do that. You'd be able to get hours for it, so that would be really cool.
Awesome.
So yeah, I definitely think that this will be a good opportunity for you if you want to give back to our community specifically, because we have so many ways you can be a part of this community specifically. And that's one of the things that I love about AFIO, is because, you know, I've grown up always, you know, giving back to my community and doing service to my family and stuff like that. And I went to a private Christian high school where we had to do service and stuff like that. So for me, it was really important when I came here to be able to find a place where I could continue to do that. And AFIO definitely does really care about the community and give back to the community. So excited to have you. So Alpha Phi Omega can take up a lot of time. How much time are you willing to dedicate to this organization? The community service requirement for pledges is 20 hours. So will you be able to do that for the semester?
Absolutely. I'm going to be completely honest. I have nothing going on next semester. So that should be no issue at all. And honestly, I think I could do a lot more than that.
Awesome.
I mean, it would obviously depend on a semester basis where I am with my class workload and stuff. But I don't think 20 service hours should be an issue, especially next semester, because I'm just basically taking one class just because of how my schedule worked out.
Yeah.
So I have one class and then all these classes that aren't real classes.
Yeah.
So as far as the time, that'll be fine. And I'm actually really good at time management too. I always have a lot of stuff going on, but I actually function better when I have more stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think adding something will even help me more with doing that. So I don't think that'll be a problem at all. I think I should be fine with meeting that requirement, and I love doing it. So shouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
At all.
Great. That's great. I'm glad we'll be able to have you as a pledge then. So, does your school and work schedule leave extra time during the week and weekends for pledge meetings? So the pledge meetings are from 7 to 9, and then we have chapter at 9. So if you can make the pledge meetings on Sunday, there's a pledge meeting every Sunday. Can you do that?
I do have exact meetings on Sunday at 7, right now for Women's Ensemble, but we're looking at changing that time next semester anyways.
Okay.
So
And
I should be able to work around that.
Okay. And honestly, I mean, if you weren't able to work around that, you could talk to the pledge educators and see if there was a time that they could set up separately with you, because I know that there have been a lot of people rushing that are in other sororities and fraternities that have meetings around that time. So I know that they've been thinking about like setting a different time, like having the normal 7 to 9 meeting, but setting a different day or time for the people who can't make it. So if that's the case for you, you should definitely reach out to them and see if you could be a part of that group or set something up.
Yeah, cool. And I mean, other than that, my exec meeting is an hour, so I could always make the last hour, and then I'd be able to make chapter pretty much every week.
Okay.
So yeah, that shouldn't be an issue. But if they're willing to work with that, that'd be great. Yeah.
Just writing down that you may need.
No, you're fine. No, it seems like Sunday is the busiest day for everyone.
It is.
They're like, oh, let's put these meetings on Sunday. And everybody else says, oh, let's put these meetings on Sunday.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well,
honestly, Sundays
there's 6 other days, you know?
Exactly, we can do things on other days.
Yeah.
Sundays have become a pretty stressful day for me, actually, because, like, honestly, I have so many meetings to go to because not only am I part of AFIO, but I'm also part of a sorority. I was one of those people that had to have the separate meetings, which is why I know that they'll do that for you.
Yeah.
But it is very stressful when you have so many things you have to get to on a Sunday. Because I think that people usually think of Sunday as like a relaxation day. Like, you know, they might go home into their family, they might spend some time with their friends, doing some other stuff on the other days. And on Sunday, you know, you like veg, catch up on homework, but it's a little stressful when you have a bunch of meetings and stuff.
Actually, on that note, I do have a question. Mm-hmm. So I live out of town. Like, I live out of state. Okay. And when I go home, which isn't very often, I always come home on Sundays. Is there a certain number of pledge meetings we have to be at? Or, like, is it okay if... Well, you said they're willing to work around it, so, like, if I had to skip couple meetings or so...
Yes, if you had to miss a pledge meeting, you would just need to email the pledge educators and let them know that ahead of time so that they would know that you wouldn't be there and that they could get you the information so that you could be excused and caught up for whatever reason that you would need to miss. Obviously, it needs to be a valid excuse. You can't just email them and be like, I don't feel like coming because it's a Sunday. But, like, if you have, like, a valid reason and, like, because you're home still or, like, you need there's stuff going on with your family, obviously you'd be excused for that reason. And they would just need to, if there's a pledge quiz, they would just need to set up a time with you where you can take that, probably during their office hours. Yeah. And that should be fine. As far as pledge meetings, though, you're supposed to attend all of them, but again, if you're excused, it's okay. Chapter meetings, I believe that pledges have to be at 5 of them or 6 of them. You have to be at 6 chapters until you're active, and then you have to be at 13 chapters once you're an active member.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot, but
that's fine.
But
there's 15 weeks in the semester.
There are, and the thing is, like, if you have to miss a chapter, there are opportunities to get chapter hours by going to the president's service, like their office hours.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, so you can make them up in different ways.
Okay. And also, what is the difference between pledge meetings and chapter meetings?
So in your pledge meeting, you'll learn about the fraternity, you'll learn about the history, learn the toast song, all those things that you need to know.
It's a song.
There is a song. That's exciting, right?
I assume so. I like
songs are cool. So you'll learn all those things that you need to know about the fraternity in order to become an active member. And you'll have your pledge quizzes, and then there'll be like a final test, and they'll give you the toast song that you have to learn. And that's basically what the meetings are about. And then also, like, they'll talk about like your pledge service projects and like pretty much just the things that are going on with your specific pledge class in those meetings.
Okay.
And the things you'll need to learn. And then the active chapter meetings are things that are going on with our chapter specifically, and then also nationally, like what's going on with our chapter, like, and the different service events coming up in the week, what's happened throughout the week, like if they're collecting donations, they'll tell you stuff about that. So, you know, just all the stuff that goes on with the chapter.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's basically what it is. So, next question. Are you currently in any other organizations on campus? I know you said you are on an exec board for Women's Ensemble.
Yes. Let me think for a sec. Well, I mean, I'm technically in PRSSA, but I think I've attended like 2 meetings, so
That's okay. Even
yeah, it's just kind of something that I signed up for, and I would like to get more involved in maybe moving forward, but I guess it doesn't have as much salience as the other things. I used to be right for the Post sports, and I used to play for the club softball team. So, yeah.
Cool.
I mean, but as of right now, Women's Ensemble is kind of my only active organization.
Okay. Well, even more reason for you to get involved with FIO, because I know you have expressed earlier in the interview that it's important to you to be able to give back to the community, and you've missed that aspect of service in your time here. So that's even more reason for you to be able to get involved.
Right.
So would you be interested in taking on any leadership roles as a pledge or as an active member in AFIO? Do you have any previous leadership experience? And I know you said that you're on the exec board.
Explaining too thoroughly, too early.
No, you're okay.
Yeah, I'm on an exec board for Women's Ensemble right now. I will admit I know it isn't quite the same thing, but I'm very into politics.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to be president of my pledge class.
Oh, wow.
And if not that, something like vice president or something dealing a service chair or something. I'm not sure what the exact positions are for pledge.
Your pledge class.
My pledge class. Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't know.
Exec.
Pledge exec. Okay, I couldn't think of the word. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm not exactly sure what the positions are, but I would love to be president just because I actually like kind of taking charge of situations, and I like being that person that oversees a lot of stuff. And also, as I said, I'm passionate about the organizations I am a part of. So I think that would be a great fit for me. I think I would do a pretty good job in that role. And as I said, I could see myself being a head of service or something as well.
Yeah.
Or the service project, I think, that you mentioned earlier, would be something that I'd be super interested in. So yes, definitely, I could definitely see myself having a leadership position.
Yeah, that's great. There's definitely a lot of opportunity to get involved with the fraternity. There's so many different positions and so many ways to help out, even if you don't have a position. Like if you're on someone's committee, you can apply to be on someone's committee and get involved with that position if that's something that you're really interested in. As far as the presidency of your pledge class, that's a really big thing. That's really cool that you're interested in potentially doing that. You basically would just oversee all the other positions and make sure that the things that are necessary to be happening are happening. Hold office hours for people to be able to bring stuff to you and study and do all those things. The service chair one, they are the ones who coordinate the service project for the pledge class, and they would work with the service chair, the active service chair, to figure out something to coordinate for the whole pledge class to do together. So those are some, based on the things that you said, those are some of the things that I think would, stand out that you might be interested in.
Yeah.
So you could think about that as a potential option into the fraternity.
And also, I forgot about this, I was also the editor-in-chief of my high school newspaper.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I was in charge of that one.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
That's intense to have so much responsibility, though.
Oh, there were so many stay 5 hours after school days. It was terrible, but I loved every second of it. If I could go back and do it again, I'd do it all over. So.
Oh wow, that's good. So then that's good. You kind of an organized chaos thing.
Oh yeah,
you would definitely do well if you had to, handle a lot of people and manage a lot of things.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. So, which of our cardinal principles do you connect the most with, and why? And our cardinal principles, if you weren't aware of them, are leadership, friendship, and service. Or all of them. I always like to add, if not all, because I think that I connect with all of them in some way because I've gained friends through being in the fraternity. It's given me leadership experience, being able to get to know people and do things like this, because I probably would have never been able to get into a position where I would be taking the lead in an interview and interviewing someone without opportunities AFIO has given me, and it's given me the chance to be more involved with service again, which I wanted to do when I came to college. So I definitely think I connect with all of them. So what do you think?
I think all of them definitely apply. I like to get philosophical sometimes, but I think service kind of encompasses all of those. Because, I mean, leadership, friendship, obviously, those are separate entities. But I think the one thing that we have to remember about service, I mean, in terms of strictly, separating those, service is community service, giving service to, your country, the campus, the community, whatever it is. But when I think of service, I mean, leadership is a service, friendship is a service, because by your leadership, you're servicing others, you're serving for other people. Because in order to be in a leadership position, you have to serve the interests of other people, because you're overseeing them. Like, it's you are a representative of that organization or of that group. So technically, leadership is service. And then as far as friendship, like, your friends do service to each other, in a lot of ways that kind of transcends just what friendship is. And so, in my mind, I guess I see service as encompassing all those, and definitely the key aspect. The one I connect most with, just because I see service in so many other contexts and definitions other than just strictly community service or stuff like that. It just encompasses so many things.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely think that's really cool take on the question. I think that's an answer I've never heard before, so that's really cool. That's like really, it's a really good way to think about it, because it's all very true. Like, all those things do require service. That's really, really cool. So, do you have any big suggestions? Like, anyone you think you might want to be your big? Or do you know anyone in the fraternity yet?
I do know Bianca Bayless. You would make a great big, I'm sure.
That's sweet. I don't have a little either.
Well, there you go. I would love to be your little.
Okay.
I also know Kevin Feinberg. He's a very cool cat. So
me, Kevin. Cool.
And then Bianca too.
Okay. Bianca.
She's actually my roommate that I know.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so you think that she'd be fun to have as
definitely.
Okay, cool. So last thing is just the pledge contract. So, within the pledge contract, there are a few things I like to highlight, and that's basically the $30 that has to be paid, or $35 that has to be paid by activation. And then I usually just like to highlight the 20 hours mandatory service, which I talked to you about here. I was just going to circle it for you, but I don't see it.
I can find it. It's
yeah, it's on here somewhere.
I'll read it.
It basically, the pledge contract basically just goes over all the things that you're going to be expected to do as a pledge, with service, with fellowship, everything that you need to know, all the money, and the signature points and stuff. You'll read about it. And then after you're done, let me know, and you can sign the back, and we'll wrap up.
All right, sounds good. I'll take a look at it.
Great.
Oh, so you guys have like fundraising and fellowship requirements too. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. I like that because it kind of goes into all the aspects.
Of everything that you can be involved in with the fraternity.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I get it. I'll let you know if I have any questions.
Okay. Ready to sign?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So you can just sign that. I know it feels so official.
I know. I feel like I'm signing my life away.
For good reasons.
For a good reason. I would sign my life away to good stuff. So.
Service things.
Yeah. It's not like I'm signing a business contract.
December 2nd.
Okay. I was just about to ask what it was. One step ahead of me. There you go.
Awesome. Okay, so you will be hearing from us the next couple of days to notify you if you got into the fraternity, but you had an amazing interview. You're a great candidate, so I don't see any reason why you wouldn't. So it was really nice to meet you, Kelsey.
Hey, thanks, you too. Your name's?
Lindsay.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.